How y'all are? It's your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on I got this old used gun. The old used gun I got today is a gun that I previously videoed about 3 years ago. And I thought, you know, I still got this gun and it's a really good gun to me. I thought, man, we'd update that video and see how it actually looks. What this gun is the Taurus 992 Tracker Convertible. Now, you may not be able to see it on here, and I've had people tell me that it's not a tracker, but I can't imagine them not calling it a tracker when they roll engraved the word tracker on the underlug. Now, you can't see it in there, I don't think. You get the light because it's rather lightly put on, but it indeed does say tracker. And normally you think of a tracker as being a centerfire revolver. I think the reason why they designated this tracker is because this is a very interesting design as double action revolvers go. This one is 22 long rifle. And now, after you push this button, it puts the top down because it's a convertible. It's now a 22 Magnum. This is the only convertible 22 long rifle to 22 Magnum double action revolver I've ever seen. They made these in blued and stainless in 4 and 6-inch barrels. This one is a 4. It says right there on it, 22 long rifle / 22 Magnum. The fact that it's a convertible revolver and the design works, and I can't find any flaw in it. It just works, and that makes it pretty unique. You know, as double action revolvers go, you know, and double action rimfire revolvers go, that makes it pretty unique. I believe they manufactured this gun in 17 HMR for a little while, but they discovered the same thing that all the bottleneck cartridges in a revolver seems to have, is the increased pressure at the forcing cone at the cylinder face just destroys the mouth of the barrel. This is why Rough Rider quit making them in 17 HMR. It's why you can't buy a 22 Jet Magnum anymore. You know, the Jet Magnum came out about 1970 and was a 22 high-speed cartridge based on a neck-down 357 Magnum cartridge to 224, and it was called the 22 Jet Magnum, and it was on I guess an in-frame gun. Smith & Wesson manufactured them for a couple of years, and then they quit because, you know, guys get out there and shot them a lot. The increased pressure up here at the forcing cone at the mouth of the barrel was just intense, and it just literally blew it apart. So, with having all of that said, I've had this gun now for 5 years, and it is really an outstanding gun. I've shot it a lot. I haven't shot it any this year. This is the first time I've had it to the range, and I got to thinking I haven't made a video on that gun since probably 2017. So I thought it's time for an update on that gun. So here it is. Now, it came with what I call an adult bookstore grip, dare I say it on video, French tickler grip. Okay, I replaced that with a Hogue Monogrip, and it's much better. The same ribbed style grip that comes on like a Raging Hornet or a Raging Bull, you know, it's what they put on this. This is actually, yeah, this is a Taurus. I was thinking it was Rossi, but it's actually a Taurus. And it comes with that Taurus grip. Now, I'm not sure. I don't see this gun in their catalog today. I don't think this gun is still in production with them, which would disappoint me greatly if something went wrong on this gun and I had to try and get it fixed, because it's such a great gun. It has become known in our little shooting circle as the tack driver. It is in fact a really good shooting gun in .22 long rifle and shoots a lot better in .22 Magnum. So let's give it an old 9-round target test here at 15 yards and see how it actually shoots today. Okay, you've got the paper targets lined up with the steel targets pretty good, so we'll hear a chime or two when we shoot it, and then we'll go down there and look at it and see what it actually did. Let's shoot long rifle first. And I will tell you, I believe that this gun shoots better with Magnums than it does with long rifle. It has since day one. Long rifle first. 22 Super X. 22 Super X. 22 long rifle Super X copper washed hollow point. Gotta hold your mouth right. I think that's it. Yeah. All right. All right, let's swap her out. Run us about nine Winchester Super X 22 Magnums through it and see how that shoots at 15 yards. The only problem that this gun has ever had for me is the 22 Magnums stick in the chamber. Now, I've noticed the same problem on a 6-inch swing out cylinder double action revolver, like a Charter or something like that. I think what it is because the pressure is so high on a 22 Magnum, it expands them all, and then there's 9 of them in there. I mean, if you're pushing them out one at a time in a single action revolver, you'd never notice it. But when you're trying to punch them all out of there at the same time, and there are 9 of them, you kind of notice that the cartridge swells a little bit and creates this situation that makes it hard to get out of there. All right, let's get her back here and try 9 on the right target. I think that's 9 or $35 worth, one of the two. There we go. All right, we're good. Let's go down and look at our accuracy and see how I actually shot. It's pretty much a standing rule in the firearms trade and in the shooting hobby that if a gun is made to shoot 22 Magnums and it's convertible, it'll typically shoot 22 Magnums better than it will long rifle. You really see this in a Heritage Rough Rider. Here's a long rifle. Side there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 bullseyes. Technically 4, that one broke the line. And the 22 Magnum side, you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they're all in the 10 with technically 1, 2 technical bullseyes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bullseyes. This gun does shoot Magnums better, and as the range increases, you know, it doesn't shoot that good. But at close range, like 15 yards like this, the Taurus typically shoots Magnums better than it shoots long rifle. All right. I've killed 4 groundhogs with this one, using the same ploy every time. Missing him. Of course, I don't miss them on purpose, but I miss them. And what'll happen is, I'll miss them. The groundhog is a curious creature. His curiosity will get him killed every time. So what you do is you be patient about it, and you miss him and you run him in the hole. Okay? So then you take your time, put your rifle away, get your pistol out, make sure it's loaded, walk up on the hole, lay down in the prone position, and sit there and wait on him. Because he will stick that head out of that hole and make eye contact with you. I will bet you a $5 bill to a French fried dog turd he will do it within 15 minutes of running in there. He will stick his head out and go, "What the hell is that?" And the next thing he knows, the lights went out. I've killed 4 groundhogs that way with this gun. Every once in a while I'll miss one, you know. I'll shoot at a groundhog at 100 yards with a rifle with open sights. You know, I'll do that. Typically, I like to take them at 100 yards with the old B-mag with the 4x9 on it. But, you know, if I miss him and he gets in the hole, you know, if I miss him and it scares him, he runs in the hole. Now, a lot of times at 100 yards, I'll miss him and I'll get to bolt on him again, you know, because he didn't get it. You know, groundhog doesn't have a concept of a high-powered rifle bullet going by him, you know. So, you know, sometimes I can bolt that guy in there and get him again. But if I miss him and he feels that sonic crack go by his ear and that scares him and he runs in that hole, you can go up there and sit down and sit there and just wait on him if you've got the patience, and he'll stick that head out sooner or later and make eye contact with you. I've had him stare at me for 15 or 20 seconds before I finally shot him that way. You know, they'll do it. They're like, "What the hell's that?" All right, then. That's the remake of the old 992 Taurus Tracker Convertible in 4-inch blued. Just an outstanding gun, a keeper gun for me. There it is. Oh, the value of this gun today is somewhere around $400. I carry this thing either around in a good holster or keep it in a old school Copland case. It's in really good condition, and it's in about 90% condition and has the cylinder with it. And I've taken pretty good care of it. So it's in about 90% condition, and this gun should book out or grade out at about 90%. And I estimate the value of this gun somewhere in the neighborhood of $400. Yeah. And I don't think they're in production anymore. I don't think there's anybody out there collecting Taurus revolvers, or at least not ones this new. But this gun's worth about $400 in my estimation. So if you see one in this kind of condition, they want $400 for it. You know, my estimation is they're not asking too much. And it being convertible and the type of performance that this gun gives, you know, if you're a shooter, it's a good gun to have. All right, then. Like, take, share, commentate, and subscribe. Leave me no $1 in the Patreon bucket on the way out the door. And if you don't If you don't want to do that, well, I'll just keep right on making content for you. Get your shots. I got mine. I didn't grow a tail. I ain't got 2 heads. You know, we might all turn into zombies next year. I don't know. But I know one thing. I ain't wore a mask in 3 months and don't care. You know, just don't care anymore. So, you know, and I tell you the truth, people say, well, I don't trust the vaccine this and I don't trust the vaccine that. You know, and people said the same thing about the polio vaccine. And polio was a horror. When I was a kid, polio was a horror. You couldn't say polio out loud in school without getting the jaw slapped. I mean, that's all there was to it. It was a horror, you know. Rubella. You know, they come out with a rubella shot and everybody else is running around going, oh, it's the mark of the beast and it's going to kill us all. You know, and I'm like, no. You know. Now, if the current administration was the oversight on the vaccine, yeah, I'd be suspicious of it. But the previous administration had the oversight on the vaccine, therefore I trust it. Okay? I got it. People are getting it. Life's getting a little better, you know, and like that. So I'm saying, go get it. I'd look funny with 2 heads. We'll see y'all when we see you. God bless everybody. We'll see you now.